Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. Oh, it was a rough one in the market today. A lot of red in my portfolio, a lot of red across the market. Some companies are up, won't say they're all down, but a lot of red nonetheless. We are going to take a look at Comerica Bank. It was down significantly today. Comerica Bank is a bank here near and dear to my heart. Actually, the Tigers here in Detroit, their stadium is named after Comerica Bank. So let's jump right into the video and take a look at them. It is October 19th. So a little more about Comerica Bank. If you want to know more about them, check them out at their homepage, forums.comerica.com. Throughout the Civil War, World Wars, the Great Depression, the economic and political turbulence of the 20th century, the Great Recession, and now over 2 decades into the 21st century, Comerica Bank stands as a beacon of strength in the community which we serve. The beacon first shined bright in Detroit. Like I said, they are a Detroit business. The Tigers here, their stadium is named Comerica. More than 170 years. Yep, you see that correctly. 170 years old. So this one is been around for a long time. As it said, they have survived many a downturn in turbulent markets. And its reach now spans across the country with markets in Arizona, California, Florida, Michigan, and Texas. So what was once a regional bank has obviously spread out across the country. Its origins, Comerica, originally called Detroit Savings Fund Institute, opened its doors August 17, 1849, to a bustling city in shipyards, river trade, sawmills, horse-drawn carriages, and dirt roads. It had 6 customers that day with receipts totaling $41, whopping 41 bucks. I won't read through the rest of this, but like I said, if you want to check them out, go ahead and check them out at their homepage down below. Now let's get into the interesting part, why we are looking at them. There you see it, down 9% on the day. And markets like this, it is important, in my opinion, to find value where you can. Anytime I see a 9% drop, I'm going to take a look at it. We are talking about Comerica Incorporated, ticker CMA, out of the financial sector. Closed out the day, October 19th, $67.65. 52-week low of $67.51, so right up against their 52-week low, a high of $102.09. Average volume is 1 million. Today it was 3.5. Obviously a lot of selling today. Market cap of 8.85 billion. A beta of 1.27, so they are more volatile than the overall market. A PE ratio of 9.83, but like I always tell you, for banks like this, you want to get in here to the financials and look at price to book. Actually, statistics would be another one, and you'll be able to see that right at the top, price to book, PEG ratio as well. Excuse me. Earnings per share is $6.88, so that is nice. And for let me just jump back here. If you do go in and look at their price to book and statistics here, you can find this at finance.yahoo Finance, right? Finance.yahoo.com. And jump in here, and what you want to look for banks for price to book is a 1 or below. That under 1 is 1 would be pretty much fairly valued, and you know, if it's around 1, 1.3, 1.2, somewhere in there, I wouldn't say it's not fairly valued, but anything under a 1 is definitely speaking about undervalued territory whenever you're talking about banks. Earnings per share, $6.88, so that is nice. Earnings date, October 19th, so that's today. That's probably why they fell. I haven't looked at their earnings, or why they fell. I haven't looked at their earnings, but I'm assuming that it was pretty bad if they dropped 9% on the day, right? That's a big drop for any company. You might see a 1, to 2% swing on a day, but 9%, that's significant. They do have a forward dividend of $2.72. I believe they are quarterly payer. You'd have to check me on that. If anyone knows if they are or not, go ahead and drop it in the comments so you can help keep us all informed. They do have a nice dividend yield, 3.66%. Probably shot up quite a bit today with a 9% drop. Ex-dividend date is September 14th. So if you bought them now, you would be in line for their next, or I'm sorry, you wouldn't be. September was last month, so you wouldn't be in line for their next dividend. You have to wait for the following. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information, they have a 1-year target estimate of $91.59. So speaks to some upside appreciation. Not hard to see why if they drop 9% on the day. Now we'll jump over to stockanalysis.com and take a look at what the 26 stock analysts they've had take a look at this. They call it a consensus buy. They have a low estimate of $77.77. That may have been before the earnings report. I would definitely look at that earnings report and see what the miss was. Must have been a miss, I'm assuming. May not have been. Hey, maybe everything was great and they just shot down for whatever reason today. But I would assume they had a miss today, either whether it's on earnings or forecast or something. But so it is currently sitting down below their low estimate here, and if it reached their low of 77.77, it would be a 14.96% increase in stock price. If it hit their average of $94.23, that would be a 39.29% increase in stock price. And if it happened to hit their high of $119.70, which would be a new all-time 52-week high from what we saw on the previous slide, that would be a 76.94% increase. All the while, you would be collecting that 3.6% dividend yield if you bought them at this current price. Now let's jump over. Obviously, I do not own Comerica, even though it is a bank here that I'm very familiar with. I don't use them. But I may take a harder look at them if they continue to stay down where they're at. I am pretty heavy in banks, financials in general, with Bank of America, Prudential Financial, Huntington Bank is another one I have. But Comerica, like I said, does hold a special place in my heart. Every time I go watch the Tigers, I do, see them up on the big board, Comerica Park. And that is it for this one. These are quick hitters trying to find value in the market for you, for me. Share your comments down below. What do you think of Comerica Bank? Is it one you've got your eye on? Is it one you've even ever heard of before? I know there are some bigger ones out there. Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo. Those are probably the ones everyone's familiar with. So Comerica might not be on everyone's radar. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join me on this journey to financial freedom. If you haven't started your own journey, I hope you do so soon. I prefer investing in dividend growth stocks. That's what this channel is about, my journey and tips along the way. The Stock Pick of the Day series like this one to try to help you find value in the market so that you can enjoy your own journey to financial freedom as well. Most importantly, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next one. No pool update. It was raining again today. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. They may be back out to pour the concrete around the pool. I'm hoping so. I know my dogs are dragging in quite a bit of mud, so that'll at least help limit a little bit of it. We'll see. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a great week. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.